We need to stop saying nobody wants to work anymore. It's completely unhelpful. It's also, I don't think it's true. But I'm not an economist. But let's talk about it from a pure communication standpoint, because that is what I do. I am a communications consultant. On an individual level, if you say no one wants to work anymore, and that's what's going on with staffing shortages and shipping delays and all of these other things that we are experiencing, if you say that it's because nobody wants to work anymore, and you have a friend, a family member, another loved one, or a current coworker who is struggling for a variety of reasons of things going on in our society right now and is considering that they might need to quit working, you now have told them that you think that is laziness, that you don't think that there's any possible other explanation for this other than laziness. And that sends a really negative message and can be very hurtful. You might not even intend to mean that for the people who you care about, but that can still send the same message. Likewise, from a systemic point of view, if you are speaking on behalf of a company or within a company and you say the reason that we are having a problem with staffing or the reason we're having a problem with shipping delays is that nobody wants to work anymore, that then takes all responsibility off of you. And it also might tell your employees that if anything goes wrong, you will blame them. That you can't recruit, you're having trouble recruiting, and it's because nobody wants to work anymore. It's not your fault. There's nothing that you can do. You have no agency to fix it, right? And that if anything else goes wrong, that it might be that you will say that it's the individual employees rather than taking any other systemic look internally to see what might have caused whatever has happened. So that sends a really negative message. And there is no flip side. I don't see what value there is in saying nobody wants to work anymore other than to just give up all accountability and responsibility for improvement. It also disregards all of the other things going on in our society right now, the 1 million people who have died of COVID, the who knows how many people who did not die of COVID but have long-term disabilities as a result of it, the childcare crisis, which is possibly related to the number of people who died from COVID and maybe were grandparents taking care of grandchildren, etc. And so if people can't find childcare, they can't go to work. There are lots and lots of many layered reasons globally that this is happening. And to say that it is individual laziness and chalk it up to that and move on, that to me is what's lazy. And it sends a really bad message to the individuals and the workforce as a whole. So strongly reconsider that. Let me know what you think.